Alright boys, I've done a few little tweaks here, so hopefully things will be fixed. What I've done, well firstly apparently this game runs better in NTSC mode, don't know why. Most Amiga games, I believe, are designed for PAL, but this one is designed for NTSC, I think, which slightly improves the frame rate, but I don't notice it really. I also bumped up the CPU to the 10 series, so one notch up. I don't think it's a major improvement, but whatever. It's still pretty choppy, very choppy. Also, I improved the floppy speed, and we're running the legitimate ROM with the copy protection in it to see if that fixes things. I hope it does, because if this doesn't fix things, I don't know what will. All I know is the game certainly ran fine without any issues on my Amiga that I used as a kid. So hopefully it works okay. Let's see how it goes. Right, I need to pull up my... Where did I put the... 1 second. Where did I put the code wheel? Where is it? Here it is. Someone made a code wheel, which I managed to find a working code wheel, so I will use that when I need to. So yeah, I've made a fresh account once again, so we got to do the same old shit, but that's okay, good to get into practice. We'll just do the qualification. Where'd I put my controller? Oh, my wires are getting tangled up. And what? Am I running the right one? I must be running the wrong disc. Fuck. Am I running the correct disc? I thought I was. It says uncracked. I named the wrong one uncracked because I'm an absolute moron. I don't know, man. God, I'm an idiot. Fucking hell. I'm a moron. We can go warp mode as well, for what it's worth. So yeah, it's the... What model can I check here? I can if I move this out of the way. So normally we run a 68,000, but we're running a 68,010. So just a minor step up, a few minor improvements on the CPU. I don't know. Oops. That's not my name. Did I corrupt something? Oh, okay, I got it. Let's just go ahead and make a new account. Reset log, and then save it. And it seems like it saves on the disk just fine, I would hope so. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I know. And then we gotta... Oops, no. And now we save to disk again. Alright, I guess we're fine. Now I'll just do a quick restart to make sure it's working. Where's my warp mode? Did I freeze it? Come on. Oops, that's not... How do I warp again? Alt W. I was pressing Alt R. Alright, now we have the legitimate ROM running, hopefully. So it should need copy protection, and I'll use my code wheel download. That someone mocked up an actual code wheel that you can spin around and everything. I think I got it from the Internet Archive. It's somewhere in the Internet Archive under code wheels. Will it say my name? Yeah. It's always nice to see that. Okay, qualification. It will run slightly faster, but you probably won't even notice, I don't think. 77D6. Let me pull it up. So basically you just do the outer wheel 7. Outer wheel, well, it's fixed in place. Then you do the inner wheel 7. So let me get 7. You can spin it. It's crazy. It's like the real thing. And then how do I? Oh, hold on. There's a selector. So you select the back on 7. Then you select middle. Go on 7. Then the front on D. And then you look for 6 in the middle. And that is a 3, 4, 7, 7. Did I do it wrong? 77D6? Maybe it's in reverse. No, that's not right. It should be DE73. D. And then middle is E. And then front is 7. Did they change the codes? DE7. And then you do 3, right? How come there's lots of numbers? 1, 3, 4, 2, 4, 4. Am I doing it wrong? One, 3, 4, 2, 4, 4. That's weird. It must be 4AD6. Let's try reverse. I think this is my last chance. 4, and then A, and then D, and then 6, 0, 2, 0, 6. Alright, it's in reverse. Okay, you work from the inside and go outside. For some reason, I don't know why it's like that. Okay, let's go. Just go. Yeah, I know, I'm ready. I'm ready too. Will it be faster? Will you notice a difference? I don't think so. Okay, it is faster. It is faster, isn't it? Maybe it's too fast. You don't want it to be too fast. This seems about right. This seems good. Yeah, it's definitely faster, isn't it? I need to get my code wheel out of the way. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, last night I just did a little bit of research. There's nothing fancy about this game particularly. The guy who made this game went on to do a few other combat flight sims called Jet Fighter series. Nothing too fancy. Those games were in DOS, and DOS isn't as good as the Amiga, to be quite honest, so it was nothing amazing. That's about it. And then I don't know. He made the game because he was just interested in designing flight simulators, and he was like, so then he went to an expo and he was like, hey, I'm gonna see if I can get a job at it, and then he somehow got a job at it. I don't know, man. Some people are just go-getters, aren't they? Yeah, it's more responsive, so I'm happy with this. This should be just about perfect. Obviously more frames would be better, but it would make the game run faster, and you don't want the game to run too fast. You got to be careful. There's a careful balance. Don't forget the arrestor hook. Maybe that's why I fucked up last time, because I didn't put the arrestor hook down. I love carrier landings. It's just so tense, so intense. So, you know, you're in the zone. This was one of my favorite things to do on the Amiga, and actually one of the people who made the Amiga said that this was their favorite game. I'm glitching out a little bit. It's annoying. not much I can do about it. The display is just slightly flashing for some reason. It's annoying. Must be a problem with NTSC mode. Yeah, one of the guys who made the Amiga said, alright, cut it. Oh, this is cutting it close. Alright, and brakes on. And then zero thrust. Alright, good. Yeah, so one of the guys who made the Amiga said this was his favorite game for a while. Yeah, this was it, man. This, at some point, this was basically the peak of combat flight sims. The game, I believe the game, when you redo a mission, it actually changes the mission slightly on the second go. I've heard. I didn't know this. Yeah, and this was one of my favorite games, although, yeah, I only ever got to mission 4. But yeah, it works a lot nicer in NTSC mode because I don't have to fucking shift the window around a bunch. In PAL mode, you get a lot more shit on your screen, which is annoying. There's not really like a fixed frame size. Alright, 1642. So we go from the inner wheel, start from the front wheel, go to 1, and then the middle wheel goes to 6. And then the outer wheel goes to a 4, and then you look for the window in the middle. That's 2, and that's 6760. That's it, yeah. My dad used to get hell mad if you got the code wrong, because he thought that if you got the code wrong multiple times, it would just wipe the game. He's a funny guy, man. I could say some things about him. Alright, let's just stick with the F-18. That's the main thingy, so we'll just stick with it. We're going to be doing a runway takeoff anyway, I guess. Alright, well, I guess I probably could have done the F-16 then if we're going to take off from a runway. It'd be nice to map some keys to my controller, but it's okay, whatever. It's not. Uh, 300 for bogey. Let's do it. You don't really need afterburners when you're taking off. Well, in any situation, unless you're fully combat loaded, which we are. So I guess we should do afterburners. Was it 330? This one, it's just a friendly, right? Yeah, but if you play it again, I think I remember this actually. I think I remember. Yeah, because I used to always use the same file. I think in this mission, if you replay it, it's a hostile. And I remember playing it as a kid and being like, hey, wait a second, how come he's hostile? I thought he was supposed to be friendly, and getting really confused. But that explains it, I guess. Alright. We just go check this guy. I guess we should go burners. If it's an emergency, if it's a scramble situation. That's the sonic boom again. Yeah, I had no idea what that was supposed to be as a kid. I didn't know about the sonic boom. So yeah, it's still very, very choppy, but it should be just a tad better. Just a tad faster. Like maybe an extra frame per second, I don't know. When you're on the lower end, those small improvements can be pretty big. Also, this game I think is one of very few games which adjusts itself depending on how much memory your computer has. I think it actually does look a bit different. There's more green stuff, yeah. I just kicked up the RAM just for the hell of it. I don't even know which RAM. There's like, on this computer there's like fucking 3-4 types of RAM. I just moved one of them up to like 2 megs, and it looks like you actually do get more stuff. I think there's more green shit, but it's not, you know, obviously to a modern gamer it's nothing. Where did the bogey go? Where is he going? What's his altitude? 5,000. And there's another bogey now. I just want to identify the fucker and go home. We've already done all this bullshit. But yeah, this might glitch out too, in which case it's probably some kind of a emulator problem, which is upsetting. But yeah, this game, you bet you... oh, okay, it's enemy this time. Is it? Maybe it's randomized? I don't know. Is it 2 enemies? Well, we better take this guy out. Confirm signature of unknown aircraft. Return to base. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we just RTB now. Strange. Like, yeah, it's an enemy. Alright, you can go. Yeah, this game, I believe, is one of the few games on the Amiga where it would detect how much RAM you have, and based on how much RAM you have, it would draw a few extra things. And the title screen music would only play if you had like 1 meg of RAM. Otherwise, it wouldn't play the intro music. And the intro music was specifically designed to be similar to the Top Gun opening theme. Mostly because of the belt, the classic belt. I think most gamers know a little bit about San Francisco, because a lot of games are set in San Francisco. San Andreas has San Francisco in it. For me, I think my first exposure, well, apart from this game, would have been San Francisco Rush. Loved that game. That's one of the most nostalgic games of my childhood. And they put a lot of real places in that game. So even just here, I can kind of recognize bits of the area from San Francisco Rush. Like, I remember the first track, you fly over, or you drive over the Golden Gate Bridge, coming from the left towards the right, and then you drive through some greenery, and then you hit the city. So you can see it represented, in a sense, a little bit. I even remember that tower being in the game. That must be a very iconic tower to be in the game. It's a bit funny, isn't it? Yeah, and here we are cruising through San Francisco at fucking 10 FPS, I would guess. I thought the tower was supposed to be on the mountain. Well, there's no mountains anyway, who the fuck cares? Alright, so the international airport is probably over here. I think the international airport's supposed to be here-ish. Yeah, it's coming into view. Let's go military power. Let's just go 80%, whatever, who cares? Why am I armed? Yeah, I want to work up from here and then eventually play Falcon BMS. I consider that to be the most in-depth combat flight sim ever in the history of man. And just under that is DCS. They're both roughly equivalent. I'd say BMS is slightly more hardcore. And then you've got the older Falcon games. And what else? What else is kind of... I think that's about it, really. Oh, there's like Lock-On Modern Air Combat. I never played that. SU-27 Flanker. I played that. I never really got it. It was too complex. I mean, they're still too complex for me. I'm just hoping that I'll be able to become less of a noob over time. I mean, I suck at Paradox. Well, I don't suck at Paradox games. It's not that I suck at them, I just don't get them. Because that's another really complex game, obviously, and Aurora 4X. I played Aurora 4X. That's actually interests me a bit more than the Paradox games, because it seems to have a bit more story to it. A bit more roleplay to it. I like roleplay, but normally I just stick with Total War games. That's my idea of a fun roleplay game. We're stalling. Going straight into the drink. Yeah, the frame rate's the real thing that's gonna fuck you up here. Alright, let's cut it. Not a good idea, because the plane will just drop like a fucking stone. Unbelievable. That's not quite realistic, but for the time it was. But yeah, I have played Europa Universalis, and I mean, I can do it. But I just don't know why I'm doing it, if that makes sense. So, you can redo the mission, and apparently it'll be slightly different, but whatever, we'll just go through the missions. I'm not that hardcore about this game. What? We gotta go back. Just do 7. Next mission. Yeah, I still don't know if it's gonna work properly. Hopefully it works properly. Now what? Oh yeah, this is it, right? This is Air Force One. Oops, I keep pressing the mute button, I think, and it's like fucking... It's advancing the text. Alright. A3, AD. A3... Yeah, if you have the parts, obviously you can easily figure out how to solve the code. Someone wrote an app that does it, a program, 66175. But it's a bit of a brain twister, so easier just to use an actual simulation of the code wheel. Alright. Yeah, so I wanted to start with Europa Universalis 1, which most people would never touch, but the thing is it's a bit more simple than the recent ones. And I played that as England and made a big colony, and then I stopped playing after I had like a big colony along Africa. But I wish I kept playing it. But with these games, they always, at the end of the day, I'll play them for ages, and then I'll be like, why am I doing this? All I'm doing is painting a map. I don't get it. But I guess there's like story and stuff. Alright, it's 030, right? And we have to go full burners. And we have confirmed gear up. We have confirmed bogies, so we'll get our AMRAMs ready. And we got a target, yeah. Alright, now all we can do is hope that Air Force One knows how to land this time. That's all we can do. Maybe the crack somehow messed up things, or maybe there's some kind of an emulation issue. I would guess with floating point calculations, which probably affect the navigation of the aircraft towards their waypoints. If that's what's happening, then I'm fucked. I won't be able to play this. Unless there's an even more hardcore emulator out there, but I think FSUAE is it, basically. It's the emulator. So I don't know, man. I'm not sure what to do. Hopefully Air Force One will land. The only other thing I can think of is maybe by targeting it, I was spooking it and making it crash. I don't know. Maybe it was doing evasive action. I'm not sure. Alright, confirmed hostile. And there's two bogies. Yeah, I used to have an Amiga. That was my first computer. Even before I had a Sega Master System, I think it was called. Or Master System, the shitty one. But back in the 90s, games were not something you could sit down and play all day. There was something you could play for like an hour or 2 hours, and then you'd want to do something else. It's not like these days where games will grab you by the balls. That's my take on things anyway. It was a different time. Yeah, we don't have a tone yet, but if we launch early, we should get a tone while the missile's doing its thing. Should have a tone by now. Turn on my jammer. When I get a tone, it should tell me to shoot. Yeah, there we go. Got him. The HUD will tell you to shoot when you get a tone. So here's a splash one, but we got another one up here. I need to fix my range. That's the Air Force One, and this is the hostile. Should be able to go down to 10 miles. Where is he? He's far away. No, he's closing on us, so we might as well launch now. We'll get a tone very soon. Oh fuck, alright. It's a dogfight, I guess. Dropping chaff and flare and switching to sidewinders. And I'll also turn off my burners. Bring our range down so we can see where the fucker is. We can also see the missile on radar, which is handy. Oh, I've been hit. I'm gonna lose engine power, I think. Uh-oh, I'm going down. I'm fucked. Control E, Shift E. It's Shift E to eject. This is mission failed, obviously. I don't think, yeah, if you eject, the mission is over for you. But anyway, here we are, ejected. You can look up at your chute, you can look down at your footsies. You can look all around. You can look at the plane that shot your ass down. This, yeah, Amiga was really good at like doing early 3D, very primitive early 3D. Like, you can perceive this world as a 3D world, and even back then, you know, you'd think to yourself, oh, it's so cool, like I'm like floating, I'm like a dude in this world, floating above this world. It would be cool if, like, when you land, you could walk around and like explore and shit. And obviously these days you can do that stuff, and we take it very much for granted. We'll just see what happens when we hit the ground. It might be a little while. It's going to be like 2 minutes, I think. Yeah, there was one game called World Class Leaderboard Golf. That's one of the earlier games I played as a kiddo. When I was literally like fucking 3 or 4 years old. And even back then, and this would have been back in the early 90s, I'd play that game, the golf game, and it was 2D, but it looked kind of 3D. It was like fake 3D. Well, it was like semi-3D. It was 3D with 2D bits in it. And you would play the game and you'd think to yourself, I wonder what's like beyond this area. Like, what happens if I like could just walk past all the trees and shit? What would be out there? You know, even, you know, back when games were very primitive, people had these thoughts, and that fantasy kind of became what we call open world games. They were always kind of gonna happen. We always wanted to make them, but we never had much capability, as you can see, obviously. Not much of a world here. Oh, he fell over. You have survived your bailout. Yay. That's nice. Yeah, just kick me out to the main menu, why not? Security code 0008, that's an easy one. 000... Is there a garbage truck? No, just FedEx. God, man, that's 8. 04643. I miss the days when people didn't get all their shit delivered by trucks. God, those were the days. Let me sip my coffee here. I should get a Monster. I should sip my Monster. Remember the days when fucking, when you wanted something, you went out to the shops to get it, so you didn't just constantly have packages coming. And you would only buy stuff if you needed it. God, I have contempt for all that shit. I don't really buy stuff online. I do sometimes, but like maybe a couple times a year I'll order something online. It's convenient though. Probably more than a couple times a year. What are we, 030? But I don't do it too often. It can be better though. Like if you want like a certain brand of clothes or whatever, it's probably best to just get it online. But I don't understand how some people just constantly have packages coming, like literally every day. I don't get it. It feels wrong. It feels wrong to me. Why am I not military? Why am I not afterburner? What's wrong with me? The AMRAMs, let's not get shot this time. Put it on a jammer, why not? I got complacent because I dodged all the previous missiles, and then bam, right up the arse. Man, yet we're all destroying the planet, and while we're doing it, we're all bitching about who's responsible. It's like, no, you did it. No, you did it. I think we should just fucking not have 10 billion people. How about that? How's that for a crazy idea? We shouldn't have 10 billion people. How about, well, I don't know, 2 billion? Do you reckon that's enough people? It wasn't that long ago. It was like around World War II, I think. There was only 2 billion people on Earth, as a very rough estimate. And when I was born, there was like less than 6 billion people on Earth. Just under 6 billion, maybe 5.5 billion people. Alright, what do we got here? But hey, not my problem. If I just mind my own business, I can just be like, yeah, whatever, you guys do what you want. Alright, we gotta give it a little bit of time. Alright, we should be good now. We have to get a tone before the missile hits. So 3D games are a lot of vector mathematics, which I think is harder for older computers to do. Modern computers are optimized for vector math. Oh, okay. But I would guess for something like the Amiga, they didn't have natural vector operations. So doing 3D stuff would have been chugging along any 3D calculation. So the vectors on the missiles, vectors on the enemies, vectors on your planes, everything would just make things chug along. How we doing? We should be getting a contact, okay. Alright, that should be enough. Let's go. Alright, he's gonna possibly shoot back. Oh, we left it too long. Jesus Christ. Alright, sidewinders, and now we're in a dogfight. And we hope Air Force One knows what it's doing. Not being piloted by a baby. I can use rudder here. Try and use rudder. I've lost the bastard. He's on my ass somewhere. Helps to look around. No track IR these days, eh? There it is. What is he doing? He's giving me the shits. Alright, we don't want burners right now. Just get a sidewinder out. These things are heat seekers. They don't get a tone, do they? Well, they do, but... Dude, hit the fucker. Oh, fuck. Now I'm screwed. I'm screwed now. They're fucking sidewinders, man. They don't. Well, they do get a tone, but where is the cunt? Hey. Hopefully these AMRAMs can hold on. Can do it. Can do the job. Where are you? Jesus Christ, dude. We're too close, right? Oh, I don't have a fucking AMRAM selected. Alright, we got him, Yeah, we got him, okay. Alright, full power to Air Force One. Let's not lock him. He's gonna land way before we can get there. There, now it's working. What the fuck? But there you go, he's landed. What's the deal? Was the cracked version like sabotaged so that didn't work properly? Or did my tweaks for the Amiga fix things? I don't know, man. No idea. How strange. How strange. I played, obviously, a pirated version of Diddy Kong Racing, and I had a similar problem, actually. The ROM... The opponents were extremely fast. Like, they were not pushovers. And then when I got to the final Whizpig, he was just impossible to beat. Like, literally impossible. And it was only then that I think I realized, oh shit, I think this ROM has been tweaked so that the opponents are really fast. I swear, man, I swear that's what it was. There was like no way. I was surprised at how hard all the races were, but they were still just barely beatable. And then I got to Whizpig and it was fucking over for me. It was like, oh, this is it. I'm fucked. So I'm pretty confident I had a ROM that someone had fucked with and adjusted the speeds of the opponents. Either that or I suck balls, I don't know, but I don't think so. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator is also fun. But the thing is, I'll sit down for like a week and learn it, and then I'll leave it for fucking, you know, a couple months, and then I'll come back to it and I'll be like, oh shit, I can't remember any of this. I don't know how to fly a passenger jet. What's going on? And then you don't want to fucking set up, and then you set up all your gear. It takes fucking ages to get all your gear set up. Ugh. Getting into games can be a real thing these days, can't it? Even Elite Dangerous. God, I feel like just playing it sometimes, and then I'll realize, oh man, I'm gonna have to learn the whole thing again. I've forgotten everything. Euro Truck Simulator's okay though. You don't need to. You can pick that one up pretty quickly, can't you? Alright, we should be able to go gear down, right? Don't forget the arrestor hook. I think that's where I fucked up before, if I had to guess. Alright, adjust thrusts to make sure we got a decent glide slope. As we nose up, we're going to need more thrust. There's a rule to landing in the cold carriers, but I don't fucking know it. Normally you'd go full thrust as soon as you hit the wires, but... Whoa! Thank God for the strong landing gear. And we've done backwards again by accident, haven't we? We're going backwards for some reason. Whatever, I win. Yay, Air Force One saved. There's only 6 missions, I think. I thought there was like 10, but there's 6. And I only ever got up to number 4. I think that's what I might do today. I might do number 4 and then do 5 and 6 next time. Let me check what time is. 40 minutes, yeah. We could probably do up to mission 4. Air Force One damaged by missile. It's still September 1st. Attempting emergency landing. Oh, this is this is what happens if you do the mission again, but we're not going to do it again. Yeah, so that's cool. You get mission plus, right? Let's save our log before anything fucks up. You never know. I'm down the rabbit hole of trying to make good encodings again for my archive now, not for the YouTube. For my fucking archive footage, I'm like, hey, I could halve my bitrate if I just mess around with things. And then next minute you're doing like 10 different encodings. It's a lot easier just to fucking... two F-16s have been stolen from Moffett Field by terrorists, currently on towards the Soviet Union. They have air support, pair of MiGs, so there's fucking 4 aircraft. I don't remember this mission. I thought this was a later mission. I was going to say, I thought this was going to be a later mission. 8D21. 8. Fuck off. Spin, dude. 8. D. Where are you? D. 2. 8D21. 01605. Good. Attempt to force their return without conflict. Do not fire unless fired upon. F-16s equipped with toxic ECMs. Safe return of hardware is top priority. I don't know how this mission's going to go, because I've heard it's a little bit sketchy. I'm not sure how you actually get them to return. Obviously you shoot down the MiGs. After that, I don't know. So all of this is happening on September 1st, 1992, was it? Yeah, it's basically kind of sounds like a build-up to World War III sort of scenario. It's a bit fascinating, isn't it? Obviously it wouldn't go down like this, I wouldn't imagine. 030 again. Too easy. Let's go. The catapult's a bit strange, isn't it? Normally you'd hit burners, and then the catapult would hit you, send you going. Okay, should we just go... In a situation like this you would, but it also depends on how much fuel you need. When you're on afterburners, you're generally burning 10 times more fuel than you'd burn without the afterburners. That's a lot of fuel. And you do it for about an extra 50% speed. So that's a massive trade-off. You're basically just guzzling fuel, and you'll go through it quickly. That's one thing I learned in BMS. When you go burners, you'll hear bingo very soon. I'm not sure how realistic it is in this game. If anything, I almost feel like in this game you have more fuel than in BMS. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. So we have 3 contacts, but there should be 4 contacts. The 2 F-16s might be flying in close formation, which makes it hard to distinguish them. Does BMS do that sort of thing? Is BMS able to distinguish aircraft flying close together? I don't know, but all I know is that modern warfare really comes down to what they call avionics, which is your electronics and radar. Modern warfare is basically how good your radar is, which is why we still have an edge over China and Russia, because our avionics are superior. They still use fairly basic avionics. But who am I locked onto? Everyone's fucking so close together. I've locked onto F-16, another F-16, MiG-29. What's MiG-29 anyway? Are they Foxbats? I feel like they are, but I'm not sure. The Foxbat was like my favourite aircraft. It still kind of is, behind the F-14, obviously. Everyone's favourite aircraft. Alright, AMRAAMs. Oh fuck. We got shit to do. Alright, hit him. down to military power. Can you get a tone, please? I need a tone, bro. Bro, I need a tone. I need a tone. I need a tone. I'm closing on him. I need a tone. Dude, I need a fucking tone. For fuck's sake, where's my tone? I'm still closing. There it is. Jesus Christ. We've still got 2 more AMRAMs at least. Let's go. Is jammers on? No. Shaft flare. You can fucking dump these things in BMS. Alright. We need the other guy. Where is he? Who am I locked onto? Bro, I need to know who I'm locked onto. Who am I locked onto? I'm on this F-16. Yeah, I know there's a missile. I need to know who I'm locked onto. Who am I locked onto? Alright, I think... that's the F-16. I need to know who I'm locked onto. Alright, we need to hit the MiG-29. Why is there so many red dots? There should only be 1 red dot. Is the missile still coming from my house? I think the missile... I don't know. What's this guy's altitude? 9,000. He's above me. He should be in range for an AMRAM up the arse. Oh, he's close. Do I have to hold this for the turn? Do I? It's not fire and forget for some reason. Boom, you dead bitch. Alright. What's this guy? Why is he red? Why is there 1 red, 1 white dot? Is he going to engage me? Why is he so close? What is he doing? What is he doing? Bro, he's trying to dogfight me? He's trying to dogfight me, I think. Yeah, he's dogfighting me. Well, I'm gonna kill him. And I'm gonna get my sidewinders. Alright, I got him. Sidewinders are, I think, more agile. Whoa, my god, that was a fucking mid-air collision. He's definitely fucking dogfighting me. Missiles normally don't get to turn around and try again. I don't think that happens in real life. Maybe I'm wrong. I know torpedoes can. Alright. Yeah, man. Where are you, buddy? Where the fuck are you? This look-up view is the most handy one, because it kind of tells you where you're heading towards. I'm gonna have to catch the other F-16 once I finish with this guy. This guy's good. Just hit the cunts, please, if you'd be so kind. Rudder is handy in this situation. Okay, we got him. Where's the other guy? So he tried to engage me, so whatever, shot him down. Now we're gonna go close with the final F-16 and give him a reason to land. I guess the jammer can turn off. Doesn't make a difference, I don't think. What's that behind me? Oh, that's just the dead bogey, whatever. I bought some pastries from, what is it, Drake's? What is Drake's? When the fuck did Drake's become a thing? I know Foodland, and then there's Drake's, and they look the same. It's like, what happened? Did they, like, split up into 2 companies? But anyway, they make good pastries. They make pastries, like, with a bit of sourness to them. I think it's, you put yogurt in it or something. I don't know. They make the best pastries. That's all I care about. What's this guy? 2,000 feet? Jesus, dude. He's green, which means he's not going to kill me. Obviously, that's how it works. Well there, buddy, we're going down fast. Now he's at 2,200, round about here. We're closing with him, I presume. What's his speed? 469, nice. We're going like fucking double his speed. Heading 268, yeah, we're closing on his ass. Should have him in 10 miles very soon. Alright, now I just lock him up and he'll bug out. With a missile that I have, obviously. Where the fuck are we? We're heading out to the fucking ocean. This guy is serious about getting to the Soviet Union. Alright, buddy. It doesn't have to end like this. I think, can you scare him by like... Oh, are you there? Where's he gone? Fuck, I'm gonna get myself killed. There we go. I gotta give him the birdie, maybe. Don't accidentally hit him. Well, maybe I should hit him. Maybe he needs to be hit. Maybe he needs a good slap. Well, we're closing on him at 100 knots. I wish I could get an accurate range on this guy. Yeah, I don't know, man. At least we have a lot of bullets. Alright, let's slow the fuck down. Slow our roll. Is this guy gonna leave or what? I think he can just shoot the fuckhead. I think if we close to him... If we get close... We should be able to compel him to fuck off home. And go to prison for the rest of his life. I'm just increasing speed. Let's go 80%, maybe that's what his speed is. Oh man, why is there green in the distance? That's concerning. I think that's just how the renderer works. I forget how to do this mission, but I think there was a technique for it. We're very close to him. What's his speed? 460. What are we gonna do about this guy? I'm low on fuel. I'm fucking bingo fuel. I think maybe you gotta hold a lock on him for a while. Yeah, my dad played this. I think a long time ago he taught me how you do this mission. And I can't fucking remember. It's been 30 years. Give me that's a reasonable time frame to forget something. Dude, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna fucking shoot you down. I'm gonna shoot you, buddy. You're gonna get shot. You're gonna get shot, buddy. Just as soon as I get this reticle on you. Yeah, the cannon is fucking useless. And it stops shooting. What the fuck? I wanted to get a long burst out. I wanted to squeeze off a nice long burst. Well, this is just silly. I'm sure there's some way to get the fuckhead to go home. I thought maybe you just, the most sensible thing is just to lock him up. For like 10 seconds and then he's gonna go home crying, but... Yeah, overcorrections are not smart. Do not overcorrect. He says while overcorrecting. Okay. You want to get him moving slowly towards your reticule, not quickly. You don't want to chase it. Do I need to aim above him? Yeah, this. Can you believe I shot someone down with this thing? This is like useless. This thing. God, we need to go home, or I'm gonna be having a long, boring flight back. Oh, sorry, dude. Fuck. Oh, all right, let's go home. Jesus, hope he's okay. You okay, buddy? I don't think he's okay. Well done, return the carrier. Well done, you killed your friend. Let's go. He wanted to be a communist. We won't have that here in America. Uh-oh, I don't know where I'm going. We're going east, right? You'll hit America somewhere if you just go east. I believe there's an invisible wall at some point, but you gotta go pretty far. Fuck. That's just no use, man. Oh, we can zoom this fucking thing. I didn't know that. Alright, cool. That's our vector to home. Normally you'd be on the radio, of course. We're a bit low on fuel. I guess we got just enough. The thing is, yeah, the funny thing is, in BMS, once you go bingo, you turn off your burners, and then it turns out you've got like fucking half an hour of fuel left, because your burners just use so much fuel. So you're fine as long as you're not going on your burners. But we got a bit of a wait ahead of us. That's alright. I think it's good to have a bit of downtime in a game. I think it's good to have downtime. You gotta have those moments where you're just chilling and like taking in the view and just thinking about life. Wouldn't you agree? That's one of the reasons I like Haruhi, the anime Haruhi. It just has those moments of silence. I forget what they're called. There's some fucking Japanese term for it. Like they just pause for 5-10 seconds to let you reflect on everything. People are afraid to do that. I know I am. Like I'll make a recording, and then I'll be like, after the recording, I'll be like, oh man, I didn't talk about anything. I was so quiet. And then I go back and then I look at the audio, and it's just fucking packed with me yapping away. Like, there's not even like a 5-second pause anywhere. It's insane. I think more videos should just have people shutting up, including mine. How far out are we, man? There's no fucking stuff on this plane. Just your speed and your direction and a few other things. Normally you'd have like waypoints and shit, and you'd be able to figure out how much fuel you're gonna burn on the way. What time you're gonna get there, but not with this thing. I guess we can hit the burners, and it will tell you how much fuel you're burning. Whatever. So what's this mission 3? Oh, we still got to do another mission. I want to get most of them done. What? How come? That's strange. I think my mouse wheel there must be some key somewhere that for some reason is changing my thrust. Maybe it's the mouse wheel, I don't know. So what are we doing here? What are we at? 1 hour, that's good. We're doing good time. I want to just do the rescue mission, and then we'll save the 2 final missions, which I've never done before, for next time. Can I go burners? Yeah, good. I'm a bit paranoid of hitting keys and shit because while I was doing Split This LA, I somehow accidentally paused, I think. And I'm just thinking, like, when the fuck did I press Shift P? I didn't press that. Yeah, what's going on? All I did was move the mouse. I'm just moving the mouse. Oh, that's weird. The thrust is tied of the mouse? Wow. That's odd. Okay, if you say so. Well, now we know that's that mystery. Fuel's not looking good, but we probably have like a solid 15 minutes of fuel if we turn off the burners. It just looks bad. And we flew for fucking ages, Jesus Christ. We'd get better efficiency if we went up higher. But yeah, I suppose we should. It doesn't seem to be too expensive in this game to just gain altitude. Although it's like that in BMS too. Like, you take off, you turn on your burners, and then you just, like, stop paying attention for 10 seconds, and then you look back, and it's like you're fucking in orbit. Imagine how that would feel in real life. Fucking insane. One of the greatest feelings in the world, possibly. But you can get a similar feeling riding a motorbike. I imagine riding a jet is probably slightly more exciting, but riding a motorbike, I have to say, it does feel a bit similar to a fighter jet. If I had to guess how it feels. Even at my 300cc, I pulled a wheelie on that thing yesterday. If you believe me, can I rudder this thing on the mouse? No, it's just thrust for some reason. It's weird. Yeah, nobody's gonna believe me, but I can pull wheelies on my 300cc easily. All you do is you rev up at the stoplight, and you rev up until you start moving just a little bit, and then you dump the clutch and wheelie, no problem. Yeah, I did it. I was just like, I felt like doing it. Because I live in a fucking working class area, everyone's fucking got fancy cars and loves to do Huna bullshit, so I was like, okay, fine, I'll do some Huna bullshit myself. And I did one a few days ago. I was testing it out. I've never actually... That was actually the first time I deliberately tried to do one. I think I've accidentally done a wheelie a couple times. You know, when you dump the clutch a bit too quickly, but a few days back I was like, you know what? I've been riding for fucking 3 years. I'm gonna do a wheelie. So I did it, and yeah, wheel went fucking up. No problem. Not even on 300cc's, no problem. But 300cc's are known for their torque. My 300F is known for its torque. So yeah, you can do wheelies on it. It doesn't accelerate particularly fast. I mean, it's fast enough. It can out-accelerate most cars, but a 650 motorbike would easily go faster off the starting line. But I bet you fucking half of people that ride 650s have never done wheelies. You gotta have clutch control for that shit. Yeah, most motorcyclists don't know how to fucking ride motorbikes, I'm telling you, man. They don't ride enough to get experienced. You have to ride often to get confident on your bike. If you just ride once a week, you're always gonna be lacking confidence on your bike. The bike has to become an extension of you if we want to get all, you know, spiritual. And then yeah, fancy shit just becomes second nature. It's just like doing a wheelie on a bicycle. After you've been riding for a year, that's really how it feels. It feels like you're just riding a heavy bicycle. If you can ride a bicycle, you can ride a motorbike. We are losing too much altitude. Oh, it would be nice to have a fucking glide indicator. Fuck me. Dude, not like this. Not like this. Alright, that's good. Okay, cut it. Dude, brakes. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, except you're not supposed to turn the engine off. But apart from that, it was good. That was a proper landing. I wish I could see a replay of that. Well, I guess technically I can. Nice. I win. Shift desk. I'm not playing that again. Shift desk. let's save, since we're now getting into serious business. How are we doing? Oh, that's a lot of cannon rounds. I scored hits though. That's a bragging point to brag about. Man, all my missiles love to miss, don't they? Guess that's why they call them missiles, eh? Alright, this next mission, so we've done... Now we're doing search and rescue. Isn't that exciting? Search and rescue sounds fun, until you have to do it. But there's fucking bandits. Oh, shit. It's still September 1st. This guy's a busy man. They just got fucking F-18s lined up for him to get into. Multiple bogeys. What about... I don't know. Fucking... I should read. I should fucking stop looking around and read. Okay. Code wheel A. Front. A4. A4. It's good to do it the proper way, isn't it? Just feels good. Just like when you play Pokemon and you do the fast forward cheat, suddenly you're just always doing it and it becomes shitty. It's 3. I did that as a kid. Oh, I can't see it. 143320. This used to be a real problem actually. The code wheel would shift around because it wasn't bolted in perfectly. So you'd have to fucking shift it around to see the code. Tension is high. I bet it is. Seems like it's high if there's fucking MiGs over San Francisco. Deploy rescue pod. Down pilot is... Oh, I was muted. I need to check the manual real quick. How do I deploy rescue pod? Is it fucking Shift D? I think it's Shift D, right? Where's the fucking manual? I'm just gonna guess it's Shift D, and then I'll try it. I'll just press buttons until I drop the pod, and then I'll restart. Novector 040 for bogey? You mean, dude, we're gonna rescue, right? Turn the engine back on, please. Thank you. Are we going? Oh, I guess it does wait for you to hit a decent thrust. What was it? 030 for bogey? I don't know, man. Where is it, the dude? Oh, he's to our left. Yeah, fucking moron, you know that? Oh, gear up. We might as well go burners. What's that over there? What's that heading supposed to be? Yeah, it's fucking 270 roughly, 290. There he is. Okay, we got him. Now, I have tried this mission multiple times as a kid. For some reason, I just couldn't do it. I don't know what I was fucking up. Maybe I wasn't using the camera angles properly or something like that. But there's a camera angle here. You just fucking use that. Maybe I was not flying low enough or slow enough. I don't know. Guess I was just an uncoordinated little kid. How old would I have been? Like, I don't know. Let's just say 7 or 8. Alright. We've got a decent speed going. We're doing like 400 knots. Should be able to fly at 400 knots. Oh fuck, I need to remember what the key is, don't I? That's important. Shift, I'm pretty sure Shift D. For some reason I can... Well, I did read it in the manual yesterday, so that's why I can remember. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, where's the fucker? That's him there. Alright. I need to figure out a good speed. One problem is, like, it's a bit hard to have one hand on the controller and another hand on the fucking... on the Shift D. Shift D is a bit of a difficult one. Is that it? No, that's the fucking carrier. Retard? He's there, okay. Yeah, you gotta go low. Low and slow. low and slow, and be ready on the shift D. I can use my right hand for the... I can use the right trigger. God, I'm an idiot. So, what, we're stalling out at 200? Are you... What is wrong with these people? It is a bit hard. I don't even know if it's shift D. It might be shift B. And this guy can't swim for shit, apparently. Jesus Christ, alright. We're heading down, so we need to shift D as soon as we see him. Alright. It's not shift D. Jesus Christ, you want to go fly closer to the mountain? I need to figure out... Hold on, where's the manual? Where's the manual? Oh, I put it away. Didn't know. But in here, computer shit. Oh no, not here. Games. Manuals. Amiga. F-A-18. Okay, where the fuck is it? Fucking the shit in the way. Fucking shader glass loves to get in the way. Shift E is eject. Shift F. Good. Okay. I believe you. Alright. Shift F. Well, why are we 15% thrust? Jesus Christ. Alright, we're gonna do this. Yeah, he's on radar, man. There's no excuse. Okay. 40% should be good, right? I gotta fucking hit the camera buttons as well. Jesus Christ. Shift F, Shift F. Come on, buddy. That's good enough, is it? Probably not. But he can't... Yeah, I bet you it's not good enough. I bet you he's gonna be like, oh, I can't get there. I can't swim fucking 100 meters. What are you... You mad? Look how much that thing drifts. Jesus. Is that good enough? Too far. Oh god, here we go again. Alright, let's do this properly now. Yeah, I literally had that problem every time playing this. What the fuck? I didn't think we'd be going back to the briefing. I want to just fly, dude. Sexual tension is high. The nukes are erect. Okay. I'm having so much fun. Are you guys having fun? Is my window set correctly? Imagine if it wasn't. That would be crazy. Wouldn't that be so funny? 1320 by 840? I don't know, man. What, hiccups now? Go. Go, we got people to save. Yeah, he's off to the left. Okay, it's not complicated. Gear up. Alright, gear up now. Gear up. Alright, so we want roughly 40% thrust. Once we close to him, we want to be low as fuck. Can we kind of get sorted out now? Ahead of time? Before it becomes a pressing issue? What do you reckon? Yeah, we gotta be low as balls, man. God, we gotta be at like... Yeah, that was too high. Oh, that's... F1 is not how you look forward. Fuck. Alright. What the fuck was that? Is that a UFO? That's my first... There it goes again. What the fuck? I don't know, man. I don't think it's a UFO. Wouldn't be surprised to see a UFO in a fucking Amiga game, though. Alright, maybe 50%. I think 50% is the best we can manage. Alright. Now we stabilize, and we keep an eye on our heading and our altitude. We need to drop it by a degree. That's too much. That's probably the best we can do. Let's drop it to 46%. we gotta go lower, man. And once we drop it, we gotta go... Alright, that's it. That's the best I can do. Alright, drop it one more to 40%. Shift F ready. Shift F. Get the fuck out of here. Don't hit the... I said don't hit the mountain. Alright, well that's one way to get a quick restart, I guess. We can do this. Probably. Yeah, this is... There must be a trick to it. Maybe you gotta drop it early. But yeah, every time I did this, the balloon would... The parachute would just drift like a... it would just go. It would just fucking go. And of course, I guess there's the whole issue of not hitting the island, which would be fixable if I didn't fly at it. Alright, this is good, right? 200 feet should be good. 200 feet. 200 Quentin Tarantinos. Jesus Christ, we're low. I wonder if this will work. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could. We're at 175 feet. That's a... Alright, we can drop our speed. Raise our attitude. Not that much, Jesus Christ, man. Do I have analog control? I thought I did. I thought I had analog on this thing. Oh my god, we're at 80 feet. Fuck, Jesus. We're gonna stall. Alright, just notch up. Okay, holy shit. Oh my god. Maybe this will be better. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. What the fuck? It landed on the fucking island. It landed on the fucking island. That's not gonna help him. Can I drop another one? Dude, it's landed. It's landed. Can I drop another one? It didn't even fucking register. Can I drop another one? No, that's it. Sorry, bro, I'll just kill you. Mercy kill. How fucked is that? I guess you gotta drop it early. Let's just crash and die. I'm joining you, buddy. Hey. We ditched. What's all this red shit? This game's a glitch. This game's a little bit glitchy, isn't it? Hey, I bet you I could probably just do this and drop it. I don't know. Whatever. Fucking. Let's just fucking restart. Yeah, this is messed up. We gotta drop it early, I guess. Maybe we'll drop it as soon as he drops under the cockpit. Yeah, I guess. Well, here we go. Now I know why. Now I know why it was difficult. The fucking the parachute just goes on its own journey. So yeah, you can't. It looks like you can't use the down view because by that time it's too late. You gotta drop it earlier, I guess. You know this. I'm surprised I kind of gave up on this mission as a kid, because these days it's kind of fun to kind of try and get the perfect timing on it. I don't know why I gave up on it as a kid and just was like, yeah, it's impossible. Man, this is so annoying to go through all that shit to restart. But I don't want crashes on my profile that's gonna be forgotten about after I finish this game. Okay, we just fly to the island. I don't need radar bearing. So we drop it early. As soon as he goes under the cockpits, we'll try to drop. Alright. The lower the better. I think we need like fucking 100 feet on this fucking thing. And 40% seems to be reasonable. So, yeah, we do. I think we do have analog control. It's hard to tell. I can't even fucking tell because there's so many pixels. Oh, that's right, we've got rudder. I forgot about rudder. That makes life easier, doesn't it? You just level out your shit. Oh, we're at 50 feet. That's no good. That's bad juju. Alright, well, somehow we're stable. Oh, my fucking god. Jesus fucking Christ. Well, somehow we've managed to hit an equilibrium, so... God help me, this better be it then. I don't even have to have my hand on the controller. Oh man, this better work out. Oh god. Oh my god. Alright. As soon as he drops under, we're dropping the chute. And then we're dropping our pants and shitting ourselves. Because there's a fucking mountain in front of us. Is that him? That's him, right? It was deployed too far. Where did it deploy? Where did it deploy? Where the fuck did it deploy? Did it deploy underground? Oh, Jesus Christ. Then we deployed it too early. Alright. Let's warp. Warp. Yeah. Alright. Jesus Christ, can't win. Yeah, that one hit the ground immediately, so basically... if we can get down to 80 feet, we're okay. And as you noticed, we gotta have our nose pretty high up. That's realistic. The lower your speed is, the more your nose needs to be up. To maintain altitude. Let's get down. So 40% seems to be pretty sweet. I think 40% is perfect. What is going on in the distance? It's just the road, right? You can zoom in. Yeah, it's just a road. The zoom's pretty handy too, actually, yeah. When the game doesn't decide to reset it for no reason. Okay, it's not handy. I need to lose altitudes. Whoa, there we go. Alright, we need to level... Oh my god, we're doing this shit again. Alright, it's like, when you're at 60 feet, it's just gonna hit instantly, right? Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, this is perfect, right? Yeah, I don't think I could ever manage this as a kid. This is too much coordination for a little spastic. And then, of course, there's the bit where you don't hit the island. Okay. Here we go. Shift F ready. Holy fuck. Oh, God. Shift F ready. Still fucked it. That was too late again, right? Let's see what happened. We deployed it too late, didn't we? Yeah, we deployed it onto the island again. Yeah, man, it just keeps happening. I guess it's annoying to have to always do that to restart. That'd be an issue. This is why I said we're saving the last two missions for next video. I thought this one would be quick, but if this one's taking this long, then the next two missions might take a while too. So we close in to 5 miles or so, and then we drop speed. Yeah, the plane goes too fast for this view to be reliable, so... Alright, let's drop speed. Raise nose, that's important. Alright, so what we gotta do, we definitely have to use our front view and then time it. So we have to time it. Whoa there, buddy, you're going a bit low. We have to time it so that, like, maybe half a second after he vanishes under the cockpit, we drop the thingy. This is probably the slowest we can go without worrying about losing altitude. I'd say anywhere under 100 feet should be suitable, but let's just drop a tad. Yeah, so we were like fucking 3 plane lengths away when we did the cockpit method. So we gotta imagine the thing going under us. It might be more than half a second, it might be more like 1 second delay. Alright, here we go. Whoa there, buddy. Right about here. Again, hey, now how did I fuck it? Yeah, okay, it's on the fucking island again. Jesus Christ, man, this is rough. Did it say something about... No, it just said tension so high. I thought it said something about wind. I was imagining it. Jesus Christ. And also I gotta remember rudder is useful in this situation. Yeah, it's either too early or too late every fucking time. At least we got it lined up on the horizontal properly. That seems to be fine. We just got to get the vertical timing. So that was too late. Yeah, it really needs to be like 1 second. I tried to drop it when I was directly above him, but that seems to be a bad idea because the parachute will still travel while you're traveling. Alright, now, once we get our side to side sorted out, we just rudder. Once we get our roll sorted, we just rudder it. Okay, here we go. Our roll is not sorted out. It will never be sorted out, okay. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. There's too many pixels. We're at 120 feet. We need to drop that a tad. And the rudder seems to be more precise than the rolling. You gotta hold it for longer. Okay, that's plenty, dude. That's fucking plenty. Oh my god. Alright, now, half a second or 1 second after he goes under. 1, 2. Still? That was a lot better, yeah. Okay, it definitely has to be half a second. I thought that would have been good enough. This guy must be a fucking cripple. Bro can't swim. He couldn't, that was like fucking 20 meters away. We're getting better. So that was too far. So instead of 1, 2, it's just 1 and drop. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Oh god, alright. Might as well go 80%, that way we can make adjustments better. We haven't had too much trouble getting lined up though. maybe 60%, and then down to 40. Maybe that'll be better. I don't know. Who cares? We're lining up fine. We just need to. So we get our roll sorted very carefully. What's the minimum input? Fuck. I still don't know if this analog is accurate. Or what. It doesn't seem to have that much fine control. Alright, down to 40%. 40% seems to be fine for speed. We can't do better than that, I don't think. I wonder if we could use the radar. I doubt it. I don't think it's that precise. No, there's no way. Whoa, we're at 50 feet. Jesus Christ. You gotta have a consistent altitude too, don't you? Because of the travel time. I think 50 feet's a bit too low, dude. Oh god, I started using roll. Alright, this will have to do. Let's go slightly to the left because we're rolled slightly right. Okay. Now, 1. That was better. Shit. Jesus Christ. So yeah, it really is like half a second after he goes under the cockpit. Man, this is quite a demanding mission, isn't it? Well, I can see why I gave up on it as a kid, but I'm pretty sure as a kid I would have gotten about that close and then been like, oh, fuck you. Which is kind of how I feel right now. Alright, 60%. Well, we'll do 80%. Who cares? 80% to line up. We get plenty of time. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, the 2 miles not going to be accurate for dropping this shit. There's no way. It's like you got to time it within fucking 2.2 of a second, I reckon. Okay, closing in. Alright, 40%. Now we get our roll sorted. That's good. Perfect. Oh, that's almost perfect. Now we get our elevation. What's with the dots? The dots are doing all kinds of weird shit. There's a dot in the fucking air. Oh, we're losing altitude. Okay. Now we're gaining altitude. Okay, that should be good. That should be perfect. 100 feet. It could be lower. Just drop it by a pixel. Not that many pixels. That's too many pixels. Okay, that'll do. No, it won't. We're still gaining altitude. that should be perfect. Okay. Okay, down to 80, around 80 feet. I reckon is perfect. Okay, that's very extremely low. Okay, dude, that's too high. Alright, on the shift F. Come on, buddy. Now what was it? Still too... Wow, okay, we gotta drop it as soon as he goes under the cockpit. How fucked is this, man? I think the first time I did it, I was extremely low. I think that's what the issue was. And so the rescue thing just whacked into the ground. But when you're at 80 feet, it drifts for like a second before it hits the ground. So if we're at 80 feet, we need to drop it as soon as the dude disappears under the cockpit, I guess. Shut up, you're not stalling. You just want attention. Where are we going? We're going to Russia. Okay. Okay. I guess once we close to 10 miles, then we'll just fucking hit 40%. 40% seems about perfect, doesn't it? Wouldn't you say? Let's see if we can get our roll sorted. That's good. Perfect. Okay. This is what we want. And then we don't want to smash into the water, so we nose up. I feel like maybe we could do 38%. But that's splitting hairs, I would say. I just wish this guy knew how to swim. Jesus, we're at 30 feet. We want to be at 80 feet to get the timing right, I would say. Yeah, it's hard to make fine adjustments on the keyboard. I mean, it's technically possible, but very fiddly. But I don't want to touch my stick, because we all know what happens when I touch my stick. And also, yeah, we'll start rolling, basically. Okay, 150 feet is too much. Oh, I accidentally hit left arrow. Right arrow, that's okay. We're too high, buddy. Too high. Alright, that's looking good. We just need altitude fixed. Okay, that's good. That's very good. That's too good. Okay. Alright. That's good lineup. I think that's perfect lineup. Slightly too high. That'll do. As soon as he goes under. Alright, please, God. Oh, wow. First time ever I've done that in my whole life. Return to carrier. Don't smash into... Yeah, see... Yeah, we just had to be a tad closer. Just a tad closer. Alright, let's RTB before we get shot the fuck down. But let's not fuck up the carrier landing now. Imagine doing that. Wouldn't that be funny? That'd be hilarious. Let's go on burners. Well, let's go full thrust to start with. Okay. So it seems 40% is a good gliding speed. So maybe we can land at roughly 40%. Maybe 50% would be better. I don't know. At least the carrier's not even moving, man. So there's no wind. The carrier's not moving. It's still challenging. Down to 80%. Okay. What's our speed? 500 knots. That's a bit fast for landing here. Why do I have a targeting thingy showing up? It's just glitches. It's just fucking graphics engine glitches. All kinds of weird shit shows up. Phantom lines. Okay. No. I'm not home. Alright. When can we drop gear? No idea. Oh, that'll change things, won't it, if the gear's down. Alright, we got a good lineup here. So, at this point, I feel like what you do is you sort out your roll, and then just use rudder and arrows to come in. This is good. Is it not good? 50% seems slightly too fast. I'm dropping it. Instead, I'm dropping it to 43%. The rudder is very slow to react, but that's good. It means you get more sensitivity. Oh no. Oh no, we need more. I said more. More. 45 will do. Okay, that's brilliant, isn't it? Drop. Okay, cut throttle, cut throttle. Oh, we're going down like a rock. Okay. Yeah, this thing drops like a rock when you fucking when you cut the throttle. I don't think that's how it happens in real life, but who knows? Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Okay, let's get out of here before a missile hits us, because I think that can actually happen. Oh man, well that was nicely done. Does it tell me how many times I crashed? Yeah, of course it does. If it didn't, then I'd fucking just crash to restart the mission. Alright, updated. I sure hope it all saved. Okay. That's alright, the ROM has 4 missions unlocked anyway, by default, so... Anyway, isn't that exciting shit? Next mission will be, what is the next mission? Intercept incoming cruise missile? Jesus Christ, that doesn't sound too crazy. I mean, unless the cruise missile... I mean, it's not like the cruise missile's gonna shoot back. But, I'll save that for next time. We'll have 2 more missions, I believe. And then 1 more childhood game knocked down. Alright, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.